Just so good.
Yeah,
So good.
great vibes.
What's going on, guys? My name's Nathan Burk, this is Race Rave, and today we're going to be talking about the most controversial finish in Indy 500 history, the 1981 Indy 500. Now, shockingly enough, this race started out just like any other. In fact, nothing on track was really out of the norm. No, it was in the pits that this fateful day would see one of IndyCars' great conspiracies, involving two of its greatest drivers, take place. During one of the pit stops, Bobby Unser, who would end up finishing first, came out of the pit lane and passed 8 cars under caution, a feat that was immediately deemed illegal by USAC. In fact, it was so obvious that Unser was never even questioned about the incident, so he had no idea he'd done anything wrong. In fact, he was actually quoted as saying, "The good Lord meant for me to win today. I had no close calls, I was not near any problems of any sort." And since the race results weren't posted until 8 a.m. the day after the 500 back then, the only clue that Unser would have had involving his wrongdoing was the ABC broadcast after the race, where commentators were immensely discussing the incident. However, Unser just went to sleep, thinking that he'd just won his third Indy 500 and decided to rest, not watching any of the broadcast. Meanwhile, Mario Andretti's team, who finished second, were vehemently protesting the incident. And the next day, Unser was stripped of the victory. And later that night at the banquet, Andretti was given the keys to the pace car, and it seemed like the situation was over. And all's well that ended well for Andretti. Except for one teensy problem. Unser's team owner was Roger Penske. You know, the guy that just bought IndyCar and the Indy Motor Speedway? Yeah, that guy. You know, the guy who just received the Presidential Medal of Honor? Yeah, that guy. Now, Penske, of course, decided to fight the call, and he wasn't screwing around. He hired a nationally known Philadelphia attorney by the name of Jimmy Benz to go up against USAC. And believe me when I say this guy was a killer. So much so that USAC discovered that they had a hell of a problem. So they decided to hire one hell of a law professor by the name of Edwin Rinder in response. Now, this fight dragged on in court until Penske and Unser eventually won, with Unser being reinstated as the victor. In response, USAC gave Unser an even nicer ring, and Unser also wears his quite often, just as sure as Andretti that he was the winner. Who do you think actually won? Did we leave anything out? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, my name's Nathan Burk, this is Race Rave. Hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe.